Cobra here. I'm here to do cooking with Cobra. So today I'm gonna give you a simple, easy recipe. It's my firehouse mac and cheese. And I have the recipe written out right here. We'll put that on the video later so you can see it. And here's all the ingredients. So first, you need a package of hot Italian sausage, some cream of chicken, some cream of cheddar, garlic salt, pepper, basil, onion, garlic, some tomatoes, or potatoes, or whatever, tomatoes. All right.
Keep going. I can edit it out. You need some potatoes. Or...
You need some tomatoes, a couple bell peppers, some macaroni, and cheddar cheese. All right, so first thing you got to do is boil the mac. And I'm not a chef, I'm a fireman, so I just kind of wing it. So there's no exact measurement of water or anything. I just fill it up till I think it's enough to cover the mac. About that much. Then we'll start boiling it. All right, so you don't need a biggest box of this. This is 1 pounder, probably half a pound's plenty. So what we'll do is get this boiling and then we'll go from there. All right, while we're sitting here waiting for water to boil, which is super exciting, I'll tell you why this is a great meal. It's super easy to make. You can make it in one pot, which is really good when it comes to cleanup time, especially when you're in the firehouse and nobody wants to clean any dishes. As with a lot of pasta dishes, it's really good for leftovers. And it's also you can change it and do whatever variables you want. I'm using it's hot Italian sausage today, but you can use bacon, which is always great. Hello, bacon. We love you. You can put different kinds of peppers, spice it up. You can put Ortega chilies. You can kind of look through your refrigerator and see what's in there that you want to use up, and you think if the flavors will go good. So it's a good recipe. It's fun. And you got to remember, I'm not a chef, but I cooked for a bunch of firemen, and they're bigger critics than any food critic out there. So anyway, this is fun. So waiting for water to boil. All right, while we're waiting for our water to boil, we can start prepping all this other stuff. So we're gonna basically dice up the peppers and the onions and tomatoes. And since my hands are kind of goofy, my lovely wife made me this chopping device, custom. So now I'm still able to cook, because after my burn, I wasn't able to cook, but now I can put that in there. Look at that. Works great. So I'll start dicing. And there's always a way around the problem, right? So my problem was I couldn't hold the vegetable and cut it at the same time, but now I can. So anyway, here we go. All right, okay, water's boiling. Be careful, the steam coming off is super hot. Don't want to burn yourself. I'm gonna put it in our mac. This is a big box, but depending on how big your family is, or if you're feeding a fire crew or whoever, you can just do accordingly. I'm doing about precision measuring right there. And I like to boil my pasta with some garlic salt, so here you go. About that many shakes, maybe a couple more, because garlic salt is great. All right, so we're gonna let that cook and go back to chopping. Onion time right now.
Okay.
All right, back to my handy dandy guillotine. It really does work good. Gave me the ability to cook again, which is fun. All right, as it's boiling, want to stir it up so it doesn't get stuck to the bottom. And just let it keep on cooking. Usually about 8 to 10 minutes, but we'll do a little taste test to see how it goes. All right, it's been about 8 minutes, so let's check the pasta out, because you don't want it too overdone. If it gets mushy, it's just no good. So I get one out and let it cool off a minute, because it's going to be super hot. And just, that's hot. Just taste it. See if it tastes like it's done. You can tell if you like the way it tastes and it's not like cardboard, it's probably done. If it tastes like cardboard, probably cook it a little longer. If it's too mushy, overdone. This is perfect right now. So what I'm gonna do, turn it off. I got a colander right here. We're gonna save the mac for later. So again, be careful, water's super hot. Just dump it in there. Like I said earlier, one of the good things about this meal is it's easy to clean up. One pot. We're gonna use that pot right now. So what we'll do, turn it on low though, because it was on high for boiling. Now it's on low, maybe about 3. And we're gonna skin these sausages and start browning them up. So be careful, because knives are bad. So it's kind of weird because these sausages have a skin on them. So what I do is I slit it and then you just goo it out and put it in the pan. And throw this part away. Yuck. You can stop it if you want. All right, so what I do is just kind of smash it up a little bit to break up those sausages, because what you want is it kind of in small little pieces, and the more it cooks, the easier it breaks up. So I just get it started being smashed up and let it cook. All right, while the sausage is browning, we can keep on cutting. So we cut these tomatoes. Same as all the peppers and onions, just you're gonna dice them up. All right, still browning, a couple more minutes. So I use my downtime to clean up. So I'm gonna start putting things away that I don't need anymore. Meat's browned and all ground into small little pieces. So what we're gonna do is save it right here. And in the effort to not make a big old mess in our kitchen, we're saving it in the pan that we're gonna cook the whole thing in. So I have a little bit of oil left in here. That's perfect, because that'll be what we saute all our veggies in. And so I'm putting in the peppers and the onions, and most importantly the garlic. And the old time fire department chefs used to just cook garlic by itself, because he's always said smell of sauteed garlic makes everybody hungry, and whatever you make, they're gonna like it. So make sure you make garlic. It smells great, it tastes good too. All right. So we're gonna just stir this around. There's a little bit of oil left from the sausage, so if you think there's not enough, you can put a little bit of olive oil or something in there. But once the peppers and onions start cooking down, it kind of gives you a little bit of moisture too, so it works out good. So just stir these around, let them start cooking. Maybe a little hotter. All right. Still coming? We're gonna leave the tomatoes uncooked and put those in just at the end, and the final little baking makes them good but not overcooked. I don't like cooked tomatoes, but if you like them, you can saute those too. All right, as you're sauteing all the onions and peppers and garlic, you can put in some of your seasonings. I like garlic salt, so some of that's good. Again, precise measurement, whatever you think. And my girls like basil, so I'm using basil, but you can or cannot, it doesn't matter. A little bit of that. And then black pepper is always good. Okay, so when you saute them, I like them to look kind of like that, just kind of cooked a little bit, but not overcooked, because you want them to still be a little bit crunchy. So now, I turn off the stove, and now we're going to put everything back in here to mix it. So we'll put our meat back in there. And we'll put our tomatoes in there. Good. And then we'll put our pasta in there. Hang on. A little sticky. Get in there. Okay. Pasta. Then we're going to add a can of cream of chicken. It's just soup. It makes it nice and saucy. All right. Then we're also going to add a can of cheddar cheese goo. You want to turn it off for a minute? Mm-hmm. I'm going to add some real cheddar cheese. About that much, probably half a cup. And then just mix it all together. Okay, so it's all mixed up, nice and gooey. Now we're going to put this in this pan. So, in the true essence of one pot meals, at the fire station we'd serve it just like this, and that's good enough. But if you're doing it at home, it's kind of fun to put it in a dish, put a little cheese on top, and bake it more like a casserole. So just dump it in. Okay, so we dumped it all into the casserole dish. I just kind of flatten it out a little bit. Nice and flat. And then I just sprinkle a little cheddar on top because that just kind of cooks up. And everything in here is already cooked. You can eat it just like it is. But if you bake it, it gets a little crispier on and brown. Everybody seems to like that better. All right. Stick it in the oven at 350 and just let it go for maybe 10 minutes until it starts to get a little golden brown on top, and you're ready to roll. Don't forget your hot pads. And there you go. Fireman mac and cheese. Nothing fancy, but yummy. Oh, and look. The magic kitchen elf showed up while I was cooking and everything's clean. There you go. It was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed watching and having fun. Hopefully you liked how it tastes. And if you guys come up with any great recipes, go ahead and share them with the foundation and we'll all cook together.